Hello and welcome back, guys, here on my channel. This is the first video in 2026, and today, as you can see, I'm taking another little stroll here through the very snowy gardens. This year we've had lots of snow, very cold temperatures, so holding the microphone here with my hand is pretty cold, but I think I forgot my gloves. So yeah, in this video, without further ado, I'm gonna go back home and do the video there where it's a little bit warmer. But without further ado, I want to talk to you about why 2026 can be the year of habituation. I know that for many people who regularly come to this channel, tinnitus is still a big problem. And so this video, I want to start it with talking about why 2026 can be your year of habituation, how you can achieve tinnitus habituation in 2026, and how I and our program want to help and support you with that, and what kind of resources I have created and will create in the year 2026 to support you on your tinnitus habituation journey. Welcome. Despite being a new year, my name is still Tinnitus Coach Frieder. Not much has changed. I'm still deaf in one ear. I still have a hearing aid and severe tinnitus in my remaining right ear. And I still have reached 100,000 subscribers, including hopefully you. So if you're not a subscriber yet, make sure you click on the subscribe button below to find out more about all my habituation videos of how you can go from bothersome to non-bothersome tinnitus. And the first video this year on my channel is a video where I want to encourage you that, you know, if 2025 was not your full habituation year, then 2026 can be. And in order for 2026 to be a year in which you habituate, where your tinnitus goes into the background and where you experience tinnitus but are no longer bothered by it, we want to establish a few little things. We want to say, like, we don't wait for silence, right? We don't expect the tinnitus to be silent and to be completely gone, because that creates the wrong assumption. But we wait for our brain and our nervous system to respond completely differently to tinnitus so that we're not perceiving it as much anymore. And this is very similar to, you know, not hearing it, not being bothered by it, and habituating. The first thing I want to say in this video is a very, very warm welcome to people who've recently only joined this channel. I know it's a little bit difficult to understand what everything is about, so I'm going to explain a little bit of the concept behind the work that I do as a tinnitus coach, but also a warm welcome to all the people who have been on this channel for a while, who have been supporting me in this journey of growth over the past few years. So to all of you guys, a very warm message from my heart. I hope that you had a great, relaxing Christmas break, a good start to the new year. If you're here, both new people on the channel and people who've already been here for the last year, you're not too early, you're not too late, you're right at the right time. Another thing that I do have to mention and acknowledge, though, is that, you know, many people probably did hope that 2025 would be the year that the tinnitus or their reactivity stops. And I also know that a lot of you are still struggling. I see it daily in the comments that people leave here on the channel or my shorts. And to all of you guys, I want to say, like, you didn't fail, right? You're not doing anything wrong. This is habituation in action, and there is no linear line that can be expected when your brain learns to respond differently to tinnitus. And, you know, this does not mean you failed. I think one of the most important things to know here is not your effort towards habituation or how many of my videos you've watched. The problem is most of the time that you're still basing your idea of what tinnitus should be on a model that you're given by the internet, other YouTube videos, where your idea is you have tinnitus now, you need silence, and as long as there's tinnitus and there's no silence, you are in a very bad state. And here on my channel, I want to suggest that things are a little bit different. And oh, sorry for kicking the tripod. I want to do things a little bit different and explain to you why these two things don't go together very well. I'm going to give you 6 things right now that I want to incorporate. And these are sort of like manifesto kind of points that I want to work through with you. And the first one is that we don't force acceptance. Acceptance does not mean I accept feeling miserable all the time. So it's not forcing accepting something that feels unacceptable, right? I totally get that. We also don't pretend tinnitus doesn't exist, because it does exist and it's very real for millions of people out there, 20 to 25% of the population, in fact. We don't give up on life either, right? We don't completely and fully isolate. Of course, we have difficult days in which maybe, you know, everyone does this, spend a day on the sofa, zoning out in front of the TV or something like that. We all do this, right? It's human. But what we want to do what we do want to do, right? These are the things that we don't want to do, right? The things that we do want to do, the other 3 points, are that we want to teach the nervous system safety in spite of the presence of tinnitus. We want to reduce fear and monitoring of the tinnitus constantly, because, right, monitoring tinnitus creates fear. That's the opposite of silence, right? With the, you know, constant overwhelm. And the third one is living fully with tinnitus, so that our brain can learn, like, hey, I can do whatever I want and need to in my life, despite the presence of tinnitus. So you can say something to yourself like, habituation is not a kind of finish line that you can sprint towards and then you're there and everything's fine. That's not how it works. It's a shift in how your brain relates to the sound in a, you know, constant basis, right? And that shift happens gradually, not with like one particular point. What I want to introduce you to, because I don't want to make this video too long, I just wanted to give you a general idea for new members and people who've been here for a while, subscribers, of what we have. And one thing that I've been launching that I'm very excited about is the Habituation Hub. So in December, I've launched the Habituation Hub, a hub where I basically have stacked all my resources for you. From our free 4-day email drop course, so we drop a really nice little motivational email for 4 days for you to understand tinnitus and habituation for 4 days, right? To like set the tone, what is this all about? To just see like, okay, is this something for me? Is this something that I would like to try? Or is this not for me and he's just kind of weird, and unsubscribe and I'm gone, which perfectly fine, right? Like thousands of people have found it helpful. If you don't, you know, whatever grinds your gears. You know, the most important thing that I want to leave you guys with before I end this video, because I don't want to make it too long and overwhelm you at the start of the year. I know people often think tinnitus is super isolating. It's not. We're a community of so many different people. Look at least 100,000 people simply just subscribing on YouTube. Me having worked with hundreds of people from New Zealand to New York, Europe, UK, Scotland, Ireland, anywhere. I've worked with people from literally all around the globe, and healing happens much faster when we connect, when we share our experience, when we learn what is working, apart from how different our tinnituses are, right? Habituation can work for everyone. And seeing others normalize this experience and knowing that this is not the worst thing that can happen to you in life normalizes your experience and makes your nervous system calm down as well, which is everything we do in the 12 weeks program at mytinnitus.club. But again, if you want to check it out, go to the Habituation Hub at habituate.online. Finally, what I want to contribute is very simple, more clarity. I want to give you guys more clarity on what tinnitus and the habituation journey looks like. I want to normalize it more. It's something that 15 to 25% of the population experience, so it's very, very, very normal. Less pressure for you guys to get better immediately, but to see this as a journey, which it is. And less fixing and more living. So I want to encourage you that start something that you like today, right? Let's make 2026 the year where your tinnitus slowly recedes and your life slowly comes back. And I want to help and support you do just that. And yeah, I hope that this was a useful first video of 2026 for you. I want you to know that I'm here. I want you to know that there's a very massive community, not only at mytinnitus.club, but also here on YouTube to support you. And that if you're human and if you have brain, you can habituate to tinnitus and go from bothersome to non-bothersome tinnitus. So thank you very much for tuning into the first video. Yeah, I thank you for being here. Until the next one, goodbye. Yeah, so I hope you have been enjoying this video. I've just filmed the outro, so to say, the ending of this video, also still here while on my strolls. Let me know what you thought in the comments. Like and share and subscribe. That's really important because, you know, it helps more people get access to non-bullshit tinnitus advice. That's not some kind of guru herbal remedies or something, but actual stuff that's science-based, on acceptance commitment therapy, for example. And yeah, if you enjoyed it, then let me know in the comments what your current struggle with tinnitus is like. And be super grateful if you visit habituate.online, where you can find my Habituation Hub, including the free 4-day course, an email course that drops you 4 little emails every single day into your inbox to encourage you and to tell you what you can do in order to start your habituation journey. I'm gonna go now, really, because my hands are freezing. I wish you all the best. I wish you hopefully had a good winter and holiday break. I wish you all the best and a great start to the year 2026. May you, your family and your loved ones be healthy and happy, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.